Alright, what's up, guys? I'm sWs, Shootin with Shane. Welcome back to the mothership show itself, the show that started it all with sWs, Shootin with Shane. I'm on Season 3, Episode 1. The guest I have with me is independent professional wrestler, one of my good brothers. Hell, man, you're more like a son to me. I love you to death. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, Tanner Bizard, a.k.a. Tanner Kelly. Brother, what's up, man?
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on, man. I know when I originally started this, we got into Season 2, and you had been on a lot of stuff throughout Season 2.
Oh, yeah.
You've co-hosted some episodes with me. You've come in on, we had our own little thing, 30 minutes or less, sWs on the live, always fun time. So you're obviously no stranger to sitting at this table. So again, Season 3, Episode 1, we're going to kick it off right. You know the rules, baby. So we're going to do an opening shot. So we've already got them poured up. Brother, I want to say happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, man. Love you to death. Cheers.
Love you too.
All right, man. So again, here we are, man. We're at the table officially.
There's the table.
Let's go ahead and start here. Here's where I want to start. I want to go back to a date. I want to go to June 11th, your debut match in AACW All-American Championship Wrestling. I know we showed up the night before to the arena.
Yes.
We all hung out.
Got some practice match in.
Yeah, for sure. We get to the show the next night. Packed house as always.
Oh, yes.
And you were kind of, I'll let you tell it, but you were kind of unsure whether or not you were actually going to be on the card.
Yeah.
You had a lot of people pushing for you. Go ahead and talk about that situation there.
I had a lot of people pushing for me in the back, like you said, and I honestly didn't know if I was going to wrestle or not. I really didn't. I had my stuff with me. I just didn't know if I was going to be on the card because there was a lot of people on that card, if I was not mistaken. But I didn't know if I was going to wrestle, and lo and behold, people in the back pushed for me. The boss said, "It's a go," and the rest was history.
What was your nerves like, man? Because, you know, obviously when you're standing in what I still like to call it a gorilla position.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're standing behind that curtain, obviously, you know, your music hits. It's the first time you're coming out, man.
Oh, yeah. First time that crowd's going to see you.
Absolutely. What was your thoughts, man, sitting there, you know, like waiting for your turn? Because you were obviously in an 8-man tag.
Yeah.
You teamed with 3 other individuals. But what was your experience like when you were standing in gorilla position and that music hit and you knew within a few moments you were walking out for the first time
Yes, the first
as Tanner Kelly?
Man, and I'm not gonna lie, it was nerve-wracking. I was nervous as hell, like butterflies going through my stomach, and I'm not gonna lie, it sucked, but then again, it kind of benefited me in the long run because I was last. I did go last.
You did come out last,
yes.
yeah. You were the last guy coming out.
So it did help. So I kind of unified our team with a 2-sweet. So.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah.
I went back, obviously, you know, like I said, you know, you're like a little brother to me. I love you to death. Hell, you become more like a son to me. You know what I mean? We know in the pro wrestling world, you're my kid.
Oh, yeah.
I love you to death. Always have your back. But knowing that when you came out as the 4th guy, piggybacking off what you said about the 2-sweet kind of uniting the team as you felt you did, I went back and I've watched your match obviously a handful of times. We've critiqued it together. I've watched it with Emmy. I've watched it with Trayton. I've watched it by myself, whatever. Point is, I've watched the match. That's always going to be your debut match. But, man, again, to piggyback off what you said, you came out and you 2-sweeted everybody.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of brought that energy of like, all right, look, I know we're 4 new guys, but I'm going to be the guy of the 4 new guys, and I'm going to be, hey, this team needs a leader.
I'm gonna be
You kind of put that in cement, you know, when you came in with the 2-sweet, you all 2-sweeted. It was the first time in that match that I saw. Because obviously you all come out together, because now your opponents, we'll get into them here in a moment, but your opponents for the night, they all came out together.
Oh, yeah.
They're a faction. We're a unit.
Solo.
You guys all came out separately. So for Tanner Kelly to walk through that curtain nervous as hell, for you to come in and do that little spot that you did with your teammates, it reminded me of an old school Survivor series from WWF time. It reminded me of when you had 4 individuals that you're looking at them and you're like, I guess I could see those guys together, but why are they together?
Why?
But that one person, maybe it's Hogan.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Andre. Maybe it's
Shawn.
Savage, or maybe it's Shawn.
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe it's one of those guys, but it takes one guy to come out and make a unit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like you did that, man. So props to you on that. That was a very cool move that you did. I've talked to a lot of people, other wrestlers and promoters and things like that, and they've all agreed that that was a really cool move to do. It really kind of brought you to a point where it's like, well, this team's not, you know, we don't have solidarity like this team does. Now, the team I mentioned, obviously that night you guys faced my boys, Bulletproof Posse. You took on a force, you know what I mean? And those guys whooped your ass. But you guys gave up a hell of a fight, all 4 of you guys did. One thing I want to ask you is, because I remember calling commentary for AACW that night. You came off the top rope with a high crossbody to the outside. You took out all 4 members of BPP that night. Let's talk about how that move came about, and let's talk about how you felt in the moment that time was there, and it was like, I have to do this.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, they were talking about it in the back, and originally, you know who was supposed to take that spot it wasn't supposed to be me, it was supposed to be Brian.
See, I never heard the story.
Yeah,
okay.
Brian was supposed to
wait, was Brian supposed to go off the top?
Brian was supposed to go off the top.
Really? Okay, see, I didn't know that.
Or you wanted
okay.
to do a tope or something like that.
Okay, see,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay,
yeah,
I never heard that.
and then
yet.
I was like, hey, what about a high cross body off the top? And then they're like, well, you are smaller than Brian, and I feel more comfortable with Tanner jumping off the top. And I was like, well, I'll do it. I've never done it before, but I'll do it.
So was it just like, hey, I'm just gonna do this,
I'm
man?
just gonna do it. And then when I got up there, and everything got saved.
I honestly popped for you. I did. There's actually footage of me, because I filmed your match while calling commentary. I propped it up. Funny story. I propped it up against my nacho bowl. I had my nachos, and I propped it up against my soda can and my nachos, and I was like, boom, there we are. And you can clearly hear me on the footage, like when you come off that top rope. I was like a proud father moment. I was like, man, that's badass. You know what I mean? To see you come out in full ring gear, you know, your ring gear, by the way, is badass. You've gotten a lot of compliments on your ring gear. But to see you do that, it's like going to, you know, like a father going to a basketball game and watching his son hit the last shot.
Oh, yeah.
Wins his team.
His game.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that moment was really cool for me, because obviously you and I are very close. We'll get into that here in a little bit. I want to jump into another date. I want to go ahead and go to, because obviously, you know, we'll get into Kelly Club here in a few minutes. But I do want to bring up another date. August 14th, Jackson, Michigan. You were in a gauntlet match.
Ooh, yes.
And you actually got your first singles win.
Yes, my first
under your belt against not just anybody, but
anybody.
against a Midwest legend,
Yes,
Justin Danger. This guy has wrestled for EWF. He's been in AACW. He's done multiple promotions, man. So it's really cool. For, you know, I was in front row, literally front row watching. Like I said, I love you to death, so it was really cool to sit there and watch that.
Yes.
I love when you came out. You know, we hit the T-Suite, all that good stuff. Tell the story. Jackson, Michigan, you and Justin Danger, man.
I'm not gonna lie, we were talking in the back after that long car ride, and it was honestly just so cool. I love Justin Danger to death. Let's just
Good
get that
dude,
out
man.
there.
Good dude.
I love. Shout out to Justin Danger.
Yeah, for sure. Too sweet, brother.
Yes, too sweet to Justin Danger. He has honestly took me under his wing.
I'm about to say he's a hell of a guy to have in your
Yes.
corner, man. That guy he's made it clear he's available 24/7
24/7
to anybody, man. Hey, hit me up, and if I don't reply, I'll get to you when I get the message. Dude, good dude. Good dude. Absolutely.
And I love traveling with him.
Mhm.
He's so knowledgeable.
I've traveled with him, I think, once or twice now, and I've had an absolute blast, man, to hear the stories and things like that. Great guy, for sure. But yeah, let's go back to so you're in the gauntlet match. Music hits. You're in a different company.
Way different.
You know what I
company,
mean?
Way different environment.
Yeah,
and
whole different environment, whole different locker room. You know what I mean? Because again, man, your debut time in this company, because it's not like you were a stranger to AACW before you started wrestling for AACW. You'd been to a lot of the shows and hung out with a lot of the guys.
I did security once or twice before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now you're in another whole new world.
Promotion, yeah. Whole
new locker room.
Yeah.
Did you have the same butterflies in your stomach as your debut
those
match, or was it mild, worse, none at all?
The butterflies were worse, honestly, because
worse than another promotion than your debut.
Oh yes, way worse. Because I felt like since I've already shown my face in Kokomo, they've already seen me. I've already done security. I've already been in the fans. I've already watched.
Okay.
So I still felt butterflies, but they weren't as bad as a way different promotion I've never been to, So, and those guys in the back, they were cool. They were definitely cool.
Yeah.
And the promoter was Rod. Thank you so much. You're definitely a cool guy.
Rod Street, man.
Yes,
Shout out to Rod Street, brother.
But when that music hit, and they popped for me, and I was so glad.
Yeah, you did. You had a really good. Not to cut you off, but please continue in a moment. But please tell the story after. You know what I'm talking about? When you took like an hour long. We were late because we had a car full of people that rode together.
Yeah.
There was 4 of us, right? 4 of us.
Yeah.
I won't mention any names.
I won't mention any names.
Yeah, so when you finish that story, tell the story about why it took us so long to get on the road, because Rockstar over here had to sign everything for everybody.
I remember not a Rockstar.
Dude, you were a Rockstar that night because you just said you had a hell of a pop. These people didn't even know you yet.
Did not know me at all.
Okay, so let's say there was 70 people there.
Yeah, if that.
10 people knew who you were. And that was off YouTube videos or internet. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
social media.
So if there's 70 people there and 10 people know you, by the end of the night, all 70 people knew you, and about half of those people, if not more, took up so much of your time.
Literally.
Like, you couldn't get out of the building without signing something or taking a picture. And you made us almost an hour late. But anyway, continue the story and then go into why Rockstar Tanner Kelly had to take as much time as he did.
Oh, when that music hit, I just honestly... you go to a whole different person, honestly. Yeah. You have to. Mm-hmm. It's just like when you're doing your music stuff. I know you definitely went on to a whole different persona.
Absolutely.
You have to. You gotta put on a show for those people.
For sure.
So
people want a certain thing, people expect a certain thing, you go out, you give it to the people, you entertain. That's what it's about, being entertainers like that we do, you know what I mean? But yeah, so anyway.
So I go out to the ring, I'm nervous as hell.
You're stepping in there with Justin Danger, man.
Justin Danger, a guy who's been in the ring not once. This is not his first rodeo. He's been wrestling 22 years, longer than I've been alive. So, I know I'm in safe hands, but still, I gotta perform. I gotta show these people why the fuck they should buy Tanner Kelly's merch, or why the hell they should even watch my match. So we're getting into it. We start throwing some punches. Boom, boom. He starts getting the upper hand.
He actually jumped you before you even got in the ring. He actually jumped you. I remember that. He jumped you from behind before you even got in the ring. Damn near took you to concessions.
Damn near.
Yeah.
Damn near took me to concessions. Got a couple punches in. Boom, boom. And then he threw me in. But then we got the match started. Ring the bell. And... then the nerves started kicking in, because I was like, damn.
You hear the bell, you're like, shit, we're in it now.
Shit, now we're in it now. Now I'm in with a vet, because a guy who's way bigger than me.
Yeah.
And he knows his ring IQ way more than I do. So, he started to whoop my ass, I'm not going to lie. And obviously, the people knew he was whooping my ass. So, then I started honestly, get a little upper hand. Hit the little sliced bread on him, and then he hit me with what did he hit me with? The backpack stunner.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
Now, obviously, you did beat Justin.
I did.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You beat Justin with the zigzag?
Zigzag, yes.
I was going to say, I thought it was a zigzag. Yeah.
Yes.
So you beat Justin with the zigzag. You got too cocky, went to the corner, you played into that crowd because that crowd loved you so much.
Loved me so much.
It cost you everything. I want to ask you, though. I don't think we've ever actually really had this conversation. When you turned around and you're in there with a female talent,
Yes.
the look on your face was like, well, shit.
I know.
What do I do?
I
want to win this thing because I want to get a title shot.
Yes, I want the title shot because, like, what the hell?
But you played the true gentleman.
Yes, I did.
And you played the true gentleman,
Yes.
and obviously she took you out.
She took the upper hand on me. Honestly, I was going to hit her with the zigzag, but...
What was the feeling, man? Not to interrupt you, but what was the feeling? Talking about Justin, what was the feeling knowing that you got to pin a veteran's shoulders to the mat, man? 1, 2, 3 in front of a really hot crowd.
Oh man!
Second match in, a new company, so it's not like you wrestled.
I've wrestled
first match AECW,
yeah.
then the next match was AECW, and then you beat Justin. We discussed how you felt in both different
companies.
Yeah. What was that feeling, man? Like, knowing that, man, I just pinned Justin Danger. Because, again, that name rolls off the tongue because in the Midwest scene, he's a legend here.
Yeah.
So it's like, knowing that you were able, to...
Get the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, man, pin 1, 2, 3. Like, what was that, feeling in your mind, man, in that squared circle, like...
Honestly, my head went fucking white. Everything went white. I was like, only thing I see is fucking... cameras and fucking everyone cheering my name, Tanner Kelly, and man, it's a feeling that like you can't feel anything else.
Is it everything that you thought it would be, man? Watching guys like Edge and Randy Orton and Shawn and Diesel and all those guys, is everything that you thought it was going to be?
Yes, Randy Savage, all those guys.
Absolutely, Randy Savage. I want to go into. I want to do this. There's a story. Let me go to another date, and then we're going to jump into a couple things fun. I love shooting this shit with you, man. We got a lot of fun stories. Let's go to September 18th. The girls here decided to have a girls' night. So the guys decided to have a guys' night. We decided to go to AACW's event. I don't know if you remember this, but I think you might in just a second. September 18th was the first time you ever took a chest chop.
Ooh,
and it was the first time you ever took a kendo stick shot.
Kendo shot.
Now, do you remember what happened later that night?
Moments later that night, Ruby ran out of gas.
Dude, I look back on that, man, and I had to put that on here.
I'm glad you did, honestly.
What I loved about that whole night was the fact that, yes, we pushed Ruby 4.5 miles out of gas into town. But none of us bitched. None of us complained. There was no F this, F that, MF for this, nothing. It happened, reality happened, and positive vibes took over, and we're like, well, this is what
we gotta do it.
This is what we're doing. Let's get it done. And we laughed and we joked the whole way. But, so, for the people that don't know, the story is, we go to the event.
Yes.
We all take kendo shots and chest chops. That was actually the night that Rick Vital won the ACW World Heavyweight Championship.
That was
a fun night.
Yes.
We leave the arena. It was you, good brother Terry.
Yes.
My little brother Chris.
Yes.
Myself. There was the four of us. The four of us.
Yeah.
We leave, and we get about 5 miles from my house. And we turn and we see the guy. If the guy wouldn't have been there, we might have coasted another 2 miles.
And he already pulled off because he didn't have any gas.
He had ran out of gas on the same road. So we see the dude. The dude messes up the momentum of us cruising for probably at least another mile and a half. We stop. We asked the guy what's going on. He was like, well, I'm out of gas. We're like, shit, we just ran out of gas.
Is there any way?
Can you help us? Can we help you? And
can we get a splash of gas?
And so that guy, remember, grabbed his grabbed his bucket.
Yes.
He took off walking.
Because
and
we didn't have a bucket. Because
well, funny part of the story, I had to take it out because the night before, Emmy and Trayton and I had ran. We were gonna go get something to eat, and I had to take the damn gas can out because it smelled like gas in my truck. So I was like, well, I'll take it out. So I took it out, and I had a full gallon of gas in my thing. That would have got us to the station.
That would have got us
but
there.
I didn't have it.
So
when we got to that point of like, well, there's no gas in here.
Well,
literally, I remember looking at you three, and I was like, well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm
only
not
got
walking 4.5 miles to get gas and then 4.5 miles back. No. We're
gonna push it.
We're just gonna take my truck with us. And the four of us literally pushed
and then with Terry in the car.
Terry went out of his way. Do you remember how Terry went out of his way to try to like not push? And finally, what did we tell him? We're like, Terry,
just get in the car. Just get in the car and drive.
And just steer. And we'll push. Chris and Tanner and Shane, we'll push.
We'll push.
Dude,
and we had a blast. We really did.
See, like, that was the thing, man. You know what I mean? Like, that was the point of the story was, 2022 has been a crazy year for all of us. We're going to be going here in a few days. We're going to be going into a new transition because, it's like, I feel like once January 1st hits, it doesn't mean that's your deadline, man. Give yourself a deadline. I always give myself a few days later. Hence why I say, here in a few days we're going to be going into a new year. I didn't mean all of this together. I meant myself. But going back to all of us, the new year, man, it really does give you a chance to kind of start over, and just always remember, like, any negative situation that you guys have, always remember that, man, there's a positive in there somewhere. Like we were talking about, we ran out of gas 4.5 miles, man. That was a long walk. It took us like 3 hours to get back to my house, man. That's like a 5-minute drive. With hills going up and then going down was nice.
Yes.
Going up was terrible. But again, man, the positive vibe was just so strong. None of the bitch and complain. But yeah, man, as you guys obviously we're already into the new year. Just remember, man, you don't have to always remember January 1st. Midnight is when things have to change, man. Take time for yourself, man. Just always remember to stay positive in negative situations. I want to go here, brother. So funny story. Let's get back to business. I want to ask you. I'm not asking you. I'm going to name. I went through last night getting your notes together. I went through 3 different matches that I would like to see. Now, one of these we've already seen, but I would like to see it more in the prime. So, with that being said, the names I mentioned in these 3 matches, these are these guys in their prime. First one I'm going to start with is, I want your opinion, so I'm going to give you 2 names. Just give me an answer. I'm going to go, and I try to match them up with where I thought they would fit. Randy Orton, the Viper, Randy Orton, versus Jake the Snake Roberts. Who you going with? Cheers on that note.
Oh, cheers, brother.
Give you a moment to think about it there. So you got the Viper, Randy Orton. You got Jake the Snake Roberts. 2 guys, obviously snake related. What I mean, serpent related, but very cold. Very cunning.
Deadly, yes.
Very deadly. I like the terminology.
Yes.
Yeah, very deadly. Hit you out of nowhere with that DDT or that RKO, man.
Yeah.
I mean, so Randy Orton, Jake the Snake Roberts, who you got?
Damn. I'm not going to lie.
In their prime now.
In their prime, yes. This is prime Jake the Snake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh. And this is a 1 fall?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Traditional contest, no rule or no stipulations. Nope. Just 1, 2, 3. Disqualifications, count outs.
Honestly, I can see Randy Orton pulling it out of nowhere with
they gonna work.
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly.
HBK.
But it'd be a close one. It really would be a close one.
But so RKO out of nowhere.
RKO out of nowhere.
Okay. HBK, Ric Flair.
Ooh.
Arguably the GOAT versus the GOAT in a lot of topics with.
That's a hot take.
Now I'm talking Shawn in his prime, Flair in his prime. Who you got?
How are you gonna just put me on the spot like that? That's like 2 of like the 2 guys that like idol my persona after him.
Who's the GOAT in your opinion? Shawn or Flair? Because here's your winner.
That's basically my winner.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
You can't be like, well, HBK versus Flair, but you're
then
like, well, HBK's the GOAT or
wins,
Flair's the GOAT. Well, then
But Shawn wins, yeah.
There's answered like, so who's the
Oh.
GOAT between the two? HBK, Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania, or the only, and I do mean that, the only 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair. Nation Boy. Here you go.
I'm sorry, Ric Flair. Ooh, I'm sorry, Ric
Where you
Flair.
going?
I'm sorry, Ric Flair, but Shawn Michaels is the GOAT.
Going Shawn.
Shawn's the GOAT.
All right, so keep the momentum going.
Shawn.
Cena or Hogan?
Ooh, super.
Hulkamania versus C-Nation. Superman Cena versus Hulkamania, man. It's still running wild. What you got?
Ooh. Now ooh,
We're talking prime.
prime, in their prime. Now we're talking about when vitamins are running wild and
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Hulkamanias.
that's the Hogan you think's in his prime. Is
Ooh.
take your
Take your
vitamins, say your prayers, all that stuff. Yeah, if
Ooh.
that's your Hogan and your Cena's that Cena, like that's what I'm asking you. What's in their prime? And hey, your prime for them might be different than mine. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm asking. In their prime, what you got?
I got Hogan. I got Hogan winning.
Gonna go Hogan.
I'm gonna go Hogan. I'm gonna go Hogan.
Can I ask why you'd go Hogan? Not saying I would disagree with you. I'm not saying I disagree.
Because
I think Hogan would win.
in a business standpoint, he would win. Obviously, because money.
Hogan's hard.
Because Hogan, the underdog, obviously beats Hollywood Cena. And
But that's true though, because I mean it technically, and I think that's what make it fun, because you know the joke of that, the reason I put that on there was because you know everybody considers Cena the new Hogan, obviously.
yeah.
But man, like you and I were talking last night, we were sharing different Instagram
Yes.
posts and stuff. Dude, Cena came back
Oh, Cena.
here last week, and you and I were talking about it tonight, or not tonight, but last night,
Yes.
and we were talking about how it was kind of nice seeing Cena back in there, man. Just
Oh, yeah.
like I mean, I'm not a Cena guy, man, but
I'm
for everything
not.
that he does with the kids and stuff, like,
Yes, he's a good guy.
Dude,
he is.
but it was as
a
a wrestling
refresher,
fan,
yeah.
it was cool to see.
was cool
It
to
was
see.
cool to hear the music
Yes.
hit. It was cool to see Cena come out, man. I thought it was
Because-
pretty cool.
Because we used to see him so much and it felt overwashed.
Yeah, well,
And then-
ram it down your throat
Yeah,
like they
it's
do
like,
stars.
oh,
you
C
know.
Nation, C Nation, C Nation,
Mhm.
and loyalty, hustle, respect, and it felt old. But when you realize you missed something,
When you
when
don't have it
yeah,
for a while, you're like,
you're
damn, I kind of miss that, you know?
You see Roman so much, you see all these Rollins so much, you miss Cena, and
Yeah.
he comes back, you're like, holy shit,
Damn,
it's fucking
here we go.
Cena.
It's
Yeah,
Cena.
here we go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I agree 100%, brother. Like, I think Cena is
I'm not gonna
a
lie.
good thing for the company.
Cena's a superhero. We were talking about that last night.
Yeah, man. I mean, like with kids, like
he
kids come, dressed as him and things like that. And
Dressed in all head to toe in merch.
the man, dude, and the fact that he gets in like full ring gear
Full ring
to
gear.
go meet people, and and it's crazy because I always used to like poke fun at him for that. I'm like,
Yes,
you don't
always
have
the
to get in
jorts.
full ring gear, man,
in
to do
in
this.
the shoulder. And
But then I started thinking on a different level, and I was like, well,
These
these kids see
Yeah.
him that way.
Yeah.
And they want that Cena. They don't want Cena coming
And-
here in
and
like a
and
zip-up
a
hoodie,
and a
pair of jogger
Yeah.
pants. They want to see that real-life superhero, like you said, man. He is Superman. He is Batman. He is
Yeah.
that. He's that superhero.
It's like if you seen Hulk Hogan back in the day, would
Mhm.
you want to see Hogan in a business in a hoodie and a sweatpants and working
Exactly.
out? No.
Exactly. No, you want to see Hogan like you see Hogan.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
The
Like,
red and yellow saying exactly.
and that's not like, and that, yeah, dude, that's why I respect. I mean, I respect both. I think Hogan did great things for wrestling, especially when he turned heel.
Oh yes.
I want to ask you a personal question. First time, man, that you ever watched wrestling, the first time you ever got the itch, who were you watching?
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie. And this is actually funny because Grandma Jonesy, she's the first person who ever got me into watching wrestling, and it was Fit Finley.
Fit Finley. Okay.
Fit Finley and Hornswoggle.
First time they've ever been brought up on this show. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and it actually brings a tear to my eye. I'm not gonna lie.
Too sweet, brother.
Because it's been a long time since I've talked about her.
Tell you what, brother. Yes, sir.
Ooh, I didn't mean to get emotional.
That's all right, bro. Hey, we're human beings, brother. That's what we do. We're not machines, baby.
Oh, yeah.
We're not machines. I want to take a moment, and I want to say really quick to anybody that's ever lost anybody in 2022.
Oh, yes.
Anybody who's lost anybody in their life. Most importantly, to your grandmother.
Thank you.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Sweet baby.
Thank you.
Love it.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Had to get that out. Ooh.
Hey, that's all right, man. That's all right. It takes as much time as you, baby.
Oh, yeah. But those were the first people I ever watched wrestling, honestly. It was a family match versus, I can't remember who they were wrestling, but.
So this would have been WWE time, right?
WWE, yeah.
Okay.
I think like 2007, 8.
Do you look back on Fit Finley as Fit Finley? I want to bring up guys like Ziggler
Oh, yeah.
and Darby Allin and stuff like that later. But having that special bond that you have with your grandmother, watching Fit Finley and Hornswoggle, does Fit Finley or Hornswoggle somehow, some way play anything into you becoming a pro wrestler, or
most
like your
definitely.
grandmother? Obviously, if she was still around, she'd be at everyone.
Oh, yeah, she'd be in everyone.
Because you kind of have that moment. So was Fit Finley or Hornswoggle do you ever think of that, man, going into a match, or you have
Most
a build to a
definitely,
match?
Fit Finley. Yes.
Okay,
Fit
so
Finley, yes.
yeah.
And sometimes even Hornswoggle, I'm not gonna lie, because I've always thought about doing the frog splash.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I mean the tadpole splash.
Tadpole splash.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got to.
But yeah, man, like I said, dude, my heart goes out to you for your grandmother.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry about your loss, man. Again, I'm sorry to anybody who's lost anyone within this year, or anybody at any time in their life. That's never hard, man. I'm sorry, that's never easy. It's very hard.
Never easy.
Is what I should have said. If you don't mind, I want to go back to business a little bit and jump into something.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I want to go. I want to go ahead and go here. I'm gonna skip one. We'll get to it if we get to it, but I do want to go here. I want to talk about Kelly Club and your partner, Cody
Yes.
Heath. Obviously, we talked about your debut match. You came in a four-piece.
In a four-piece match.
You would later branch off with an individual in that match.
Yeah.
Cody Heath,
A young gun.
Brian,
Yeah.
if you will. Shout out, brother.
Shout out.
Too sweet.
Yes.
You guys would later go on after that match and form a tag team,
Yes.
which you would dub it as Kelly Club, based off your name.
Yes.
But a partner who obviously has stood by you through thick and thin.
Oh, yes.
Where did Kelly Club come from? As far as did you get behind the curtain and then you two were like, hey, let's do this, or did management say, hey, I'm gonna put you guys together, or was it
Yeah.
So 2-part question: how did Kelly Club form after y'all's match? And second, we'll get in the second in a minute.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and just talk
How did it
about.
form?
Yeah, how did it
Okay.
form, man? How did you two come together?
Because honestly, after that 6-man tag, I was honestly looking. I was looking at people. I was like, I'm young. Obviously, I'm not gonna do solo matches all the time. Obviously, I'm gonna need a tag team partner. Who am I gonna pick? Who have I been in the ring with? Well, I've been in the ring with obviously BPP. They're all taken up because they're obviously a faction.
It's my boys. That's
Those
my
guys,
boys, man.
Those guys.
That's my boys.
And I was looking, and honestly, it came down to 2 guys. And I'm not gonna lie, it was Danny Zero.
I've never heard this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna tag with Danny Zero.
Okay.
Or Cody Heath.
Okay.
And I honestly thought about it, longevity wise. And I was like, what's better? What's more entertaining than two young green guys going out there, young talent,
Now,
hype as hell.
you mentioned green guys.
Yeah.
But for greenies, you know, for amateurs, man, you guys have come in.
And fucking
You've
stole
had
the
some
show.
big
Yeah,
matches,
stole
man.
some matches.
You were in. Before you continue, you were in a match. You were in a match with the ladies' man,
Oh yeah, Mike King and Justin.
Mike King, and then the AACW World's Heavyweight Champion / at the time, Eternal Excellence Champion.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But 2 belts, Jarrell.
Yeah.
You guys were in a tag team match with that, and that was a night
Interrupted
that,
him. Yeah.
dude, and you guys actually held your own. We'll get into that in a minute, but go ahead and continue.
Where were we at?
We were talking about you and Cody, but how you guys formed,
Oh, how
and
we
you know,
formed.
like the longevity of the tag team.
Because I thought about longevity and I was thinking, honestly, I really do like Danny Zero. I really do. Shout out Danny Zero, really quick.
Absolutely, yeah.
You are
too
a
sweet,
great
brother.
guy. I honestly do. I love
Danny
you to
Zero's
death.
very cool.
Yes.
Very cool
But
guy.
I thought about longevity and I was thinking,
We got cool stories with Danny Zero
oh
too.
yes, love Danny Zero.
Yeah. Danny Zero is awesome.
But I thought about longevity and I was thinking, in the back of my head, I was honestly watching tag teams in WWE, and I was watching the Rockers, and Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, and I was like, we could be them. We're them. What were they doing in that time? 2 young guys that just got in the business tagging up. We're the Rockers.
Yeah.
We're the new Rockers.
Yeah. It's funny that you say the Rockers too, because I've always said to everybody that I've talked to in the pro wrestling world, I'm just gonna go on record, man. It's no disrespect, but everybody in a tag team has to be Shawn, and somebody has to be Marty. You are the Shawn Michaels. No disrespect, and that's the thing, man, because Marty Jannetty was good.
Oh yeah, Marty was good.
He was good, man. He was real good.
He could hold his own.
But he wasn't Shawn.
He wasn't at that
He didn't
level.
go on to become Mr. Hall of Fame.
No, he didn't
The
become
icon, the
Mr.
showstopper.
WrestleMania.
Exactly, you know, and that's not a shot at Marty. But in my world of pro wrestling,
didn't
there's
go on to
always going to
face
be a Shawn and Marty.
Undertaker, yeah.
Exactly, you know, and you got to have that guy, you know. So I've always looked at Cody Bryan as the Marty to your Shawn, and I wanted to bring that up because you obviously have already got a singles win under your belt.
Yeah.
I mean, the name of the tag team, let's be honest, is Kelly Club. Where do you see your future with Cody Heath? I'm asking you straight up, man. Like, Kelly Club, is it going to continue? Are you looking to go solo? Like, are you kind of just like, you know what, man? Like, I'm done. Like, I'm going to do this, do that, whatever. You know, maybe I'll see him when I see him. Are you guys staying together, man? What's going on?
Honestly,
I gotta know.
Honestly, I have been thinking about going solo a little bit because I haven't been getting a hold of Brian. I really haven't. Cody Heath. He hasn't been reaching out to me. And after that solo win, I've honestly been thinking about going solo because kind of on a roll now, and you know, hitting the gym now. So, you know, might branch out to go solo. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
But I do like the tag team scene. I might end up tagging with someone else.
Ooh.
If Cody doesn't like, I'm sorry, baby, but like, if you
On
don't
that
like,
note, I'm gonna step off really quick, and you can say what you gotta say.
if you don't get your stuff together, baby, I might end up getting a new tag team partner. I don't know who that might be, but whoever does want to tag with me, I am a young 20-year-old tag team partner. Been wrestling less than six months. Not gonna lie. I'm a ladies' man. And I am Mr. Studio Girl, your aunt's favorite wrestler, and your and your girlfriend's best friend.
Get your rant out.
Oh yeah, I had to.
Get your rant out
I had to.
on your tag team partner.
Yeah, I had to, because, I might end up
Hey,
going solo.
you know how I feel about Cody Heath. That's not here nor there. We're not going to get into that topic. I got your back. You know that. I love you.
Of course.
I do want to ask because, well, obviously I already know because it's another funny story because we've known each other a little bit.
Oh yeah, a long time.
But I'll let you tell it. Do you remember where the name came from?
Ooh.
Where Tanner Kelly came from?
Were we working at the AAC
We were.
building?
We
Yeah,
were.
sitting in Ruby.
Yeah, we were.
Talking.
Yeah.
And we were thinking about my name.
Mm-hmm.
And thinking about my name was the hardest part. I'm not gonna lie. We went through hundreds of names. I'm not gonna lie. What? Do you remember what the first couple of names were gonna be?
Man, I don't. Cause
I don't either.
like you said, man, I remember, we were working because I was supervisor, your assistant supervisor.
Yeah.
We're at the hospital doing our
30
job,
minutes.
and we were sitting in my truck, and then I don't know, you started running off different names.
Yeah, I was doing a name generator.
And at that time, I believe you had just, I think, if I remember right, I think you had just sent a message to Shane Kauser
Yes, I was
about joining AACW.
joining. Yeah,
Because I'd been there at that point, I think a year, maybe
Yeah.
2 years. And yeah, you just sent a message. And I remember you running.
that was when we first came out with the shirts and stuff.
Yeah, and I remember
Yeah.
you running different names and shit to me. And I was like, okay, there we go. But yeah.
And we were trying to figure out a name, and Kelly came up, and we're like,
Do you remember my reaction?
You're like, that's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Dude, I remember it like it was yesterday, man, like a few minutes ago. I remember
Oh,
you were like, you're running through different names, and you were just like, because I, obviously, like your real name's Tanner.
Yeah.
Tanner Bizarre.
Yes.
And then, we're sitting there in my truck, and on lunch break, I think it was, or something like that.
Lunch break.
And you were just running through these names, and then all of a sudden you were like, Tanner Kelly. And I just, it was like light bulb. I was like, dude,
That's
Shawn
the one.
Michaels, Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, those were the names that popped in. I was
Randy
like,
Savage,
dude,
yeah.
like, that sounds cool.
That
like,
sounds badass.
But yeah, dude, I remember sitting there with you, and
It was like magic. And after that, it really was.
dude,
magic.
and that was the thing too, because like you said, like magic. It was that moment, because like you ran so many names by me
So
sitting there, and I
many
was like,
names.
yeah, that one's cool.
That
That
one's
one's
cool.
No, not that one. No, not that
No.
one. But then I heard Tanner Kelly, and I was just like, dude, that just sounds
That
like
one
an
sounds-
80s rocker, fucking
Hell
badass.
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna steal your girl
I'ma steal
at a
your
club
girl,
type guy.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know that was what you were wanting.
Hell
To
yeah.
create and stuff. So like, it was just cool, man, to be able to sit there and know that like you shot
You
all
were
these
part
different.
of that,
But
yeah.
dude, I don't even remember half the fucking. I don't even.
I don't even remember
I don't
half the
remember none of
names.
them.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't remember none of them.
I just remember none of them stuck because you just kept running through them, and then
Yeah.
we heard Tanner Kelly, and it was like, dude, there it is. Like, but okay, so the name came from there. I do want to ask, going forward, man, because you've had a handful of matches.
Yes.
Obviously being a long time wrestling fan. Going
Yes.
forward, what's some names, man,
Some names.
that you would like to face going forward? Let's go not a tag team.
Are we talking about like
Let's just go singles career. Let's say
fantasy, or are we talking about like reality?
independent
Okay.
professional wrestlers. Who's guys that you've been around in locker rooms with? We won't go tag team, we'll go singles. So let's say Tanner Kelly is single.
Okay.
What's the guys, man? Like the guys that you've shared a locker room. Like what guys are you looking at? You're like, man, I'd like to lock up with those guys. Like,
I mean, honestly, for me being a young guy, a young greenhorn, I really have stepped in the ring with a lot of guys with a lot of years, like Chris Chaos, Scrubby. I've stepped in the ring with Justin Terrell, Justin Danger, my king. Chris Chaos in a singles match. Jake Elliott, but one guy, I'm not gonna lie, there's actually a couple guys. One guy is one of your boys. Ricky must one of the guns.
Okay.
I have been wanting a singles match with him for a very long time.
All right.
Very long time. I feel like he has a lot of potential. He really does. And I say that with the bottom of my heart.
Well, first off, let's go ahead and back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's just get it right. As a star, okay? BPP makes stars. That's what we do.
Oh, big stars.
Now, I'm not
No,
trying
he
to
was a star from the beginning.
start from the beginning. So were you.
Yeah. But he doesn't need a tag team.
All right, let's.
He can go
Let's-
solo. He can go solo right now.
All right, let's do this. Before we
Big
get
main event marquee
before we get
versus Tanner fucking Kelly.
all right, we're gonna do this. Before we get a little too deep. Let's go ahead and flip the page.
Yeah.
Let's do that, man. Let's go ahead and get back on a topic here. I'm gonna give out some shout outs. Season 3, episode 1. I'm very humbled to be back.
Oh, yes.
Obviously, my guest, one of my best friends, one of my good brothers, like a son to me, Tanner Kelly. I'm gonna give out some shout outs. While I do that, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and officially sign on the table, good sir.
Ooh, thank you, good sir.
While Tanner Kelly signs the table, I'm gonna catch my composure and get back to business. I'm gonna give out some shout outs. I'm gonna go ahead and give out the first shout out is to my beautiful wife, Emmy Jane Timmons. If you guys and gals need updos, hair colors, beard trims, haircuts for your kids, get yourself looking good going into 2023. We're here, baby. This is what we're doing. You can find her at Emmy Timmons at Sheer Salon on Facebook. Also want to give a shout out to riotstickers.com/Joshua Grove. They're the guys that made the banner. Cannot wait to do business with you guys again. I've done business with this company for many years. So any of you professional wrestlers out there want to get gear made, hit up riotstickers.com. Fastest shipping you'll ever see. Another shout out I want to give is to New Generation Wrestling, NGW. Thank you guys for having Bulletproof Posse, Too Sweet, to Larry and Brandon.
Oh yes.
Can't wait to talk to you guys more. Happy New Year's going into this, man. I gotta give a shout out to Bulletproof Posse, my boys. I want to give a shout out to Chris Chaos, the King of Chaos himself. Give a shout out to his wife Jamie. Sweetheart, hope you're doing good. Positive vibes. And to my boy, the most wanted, Ricky Guns. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com. Again, that's ProWrestlingTees.com. Search SWS. Get the OG SWS shirt that looks a little like that. While you're there, go ahead and pick up the Bulletproof Posse OG frowny face t-shirt. Get the Crime Scene t-shirt while you're there. And last but not least, I want to give a shout out to the fans, man. Again, season 3, episode 1. I'm a little old now. The bones are breaking. They're very brittle. Season 3, episode 1, SWS, Shootin with Shane. Thank you guys so much, man, for sticking with me. I got a lot in store for you guys going into this year. So, there's my shout outs.
And if you're not aware, you can pick up your Tanner Kelly Club t-shirts at your local indie wrestling event. I will probably be at NGW or TCW. You can pick up a t-shirt, just find me, the guy with the dreads. I'm always there.
Nice little.
Oh yeah, I got to.
Right on. Right
Tanner
on.
Club, baby.
All right, baby. It's been a pleasure, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Man, we could have done this for another 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? We got stories for days.
Stories for days.
Again, you know how this goes. Thanks for shooting the shit with Shootin with Shane.
Of course,
Brother, on that note, I'm gonna say cheers, man, and
cheers.
here's to life.
Cheers to life. Actually, you know what? I actually got a couple questions for you. I'm actually gonna hold off on this shot, actually, too.
Well, so you're not gonna do the traditional shot.
Nah. I got a couple questions for you, sir. Good sir.
All right.
Pops.
You know, we're trying to keep this
I know.
right.
I know, but I gotta speak my piece. I got a couple of things on my chest.
I know, and we can talk about that later.
But no, I want to talk about this now. This is my episode. This is Tanner Kelly's episode.
All right.
The main marquee.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Fine. You know what? I'd rather not do it like this. Man, I wouldn't. We had a great episode, and I wish you would just take that shot. And I can hit that too sweet, and we can call this a day.
I got some stuff I need to air off my chest, though.
All right. All right. Go. Let's do it. You want to do it? Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Hold on. Why
Here we go.
have you sold out the fans, sold out me, let alone your son, your good brother, and why have you chose BPP? Why did you choose them? You sold me out.
Sold you out.
You don't even answer my calls no more. Nothing. My text message, nothing.
Yeah, I'm busy, dude.
You're busy?
Yeah, it's business.
Okay.
You know, I kind of doing my thing. You know, you've been a part of this. You know how this goes.
And you kind of
keeps me
shut
going.
me out. And you chose
And that's my fault.
Ricky
Why?
Buns.
You know, it's funny that you bring up BPP, you know, because, you know, I noticed that you took your hoodie off, and you want to show your brand. So please allow me. Let me give you all a good look at that.
The Mean
That's
Street,
Bulletproof Posse
the
right
Mean
there.
Street Posse.
No, dude, see, that's
The
the
bunch
thing,
of
man.
sorry
You sit there
ass-
and you wear that crap,
This
and I sit
crap.
here and I wear this.
Bunch of sorry ass wannabe tag team when you know damn well one part of that tag team is a star and the other, well, you know,
They're both stars. We're all stars. That's what we do in
they ain't no
Bulletproof
all
Posse.
stars because you already said in every tag team there's a Marty Jannetty and a Shawn
No.
Michaels.
See, now you're putting words in my mouth.
Yeah,
No.
I'm bringing up
No.
stuff that you already said.
See, you already know.
Yeah.
You're putting words in my mouth.
So who's the Shawn and who's the Marty?
No.
I want to hear from your mouth.
No.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
There is no Sean and Marty when it comes to Bulletproof Posse. We are a unit. That is
Or
what
is
we do.
that? Or is there a
Unlike
Devon?
you and your shitty tag team partner, this
So
logo
who's
is
the-
a family.
So who's the shitty tag team partner? in
This
that
logo is a
tag
family.
team?
Where were you when my head got kicked in?
I
They
was-
were here.
I
They
was
ran
right
my
there.
show for me. Where were you?
Okay.
Partying with your little hood rat hoochie mamas,
You know,
Tanner?
I was hanging out with
Where
the
were
Dirty
you?
Birds.
Oh, that's right, losers.
A bunch of winners.
Y'all can wear your Dirty Bird shirts, and y'all can have your flocks, and you can have your Kelly clubs, and you can have all your crap. But this will always be a family. I chose my family,
They
Tanner.
beat them. You know
We're
why?
family. Why
1,
didn't you choose?
2,
No.
3.
No.
Burnettsville.
You know, it's really funny to me. You have so much shit to talk, right?
Yeah.
You have so much shit to talk. All right.
All right.
Okay. Let's see you run your mouth, man.
Okay.
I'm going to step out. It ain't on me. Because I've heard you run your mouth and run your mouth and run your mouth, and I've kept him on a leash long enough. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Run your mouth to my boy. He just happens to be here.
Who?
Well, you're not my boy anymore, so I guess my boy.
Okay. Pick your bottom bitch now.
Oh, the pit bull himself, baby, the most wanted, Ricky Guns. Go ahead, baby. Tell him what's up. Yeah.
Don't look starstruck now, baby. Oh, no, don't do that.
What are you doing here
Bottom
now?
bitch, huh?
Yeah, bottom bitch.
How do you pick a bottom bitch out of a tag team that can't get a win, baby?
Can't get a win.
Can't get a win. What? You got a pin on a vet?
And on
because
that note,
what, you
gentlemen,
turning
y'all
back
do
and
your
tired?
business.
You ain't got no wins, baby. You right. I'm a star. That's the stars.
I
Chaos,
can't protect
we stars,
you anymore.
baby.
Oh, yeah.
It's
makes
like
You're on
Rodman,
your own,
Pippen, and
Tanner.
Jordan. Even you acknowledge who
hell.
Jordan is, baby.
Hell no.
Boy, I tell you what. You don't want this, brother. You
I
said there's
want
one
this.
person,
I
right?
want this.
There's one person you
I
want, right?
this.
Tell you what. Once you meet me in 2023, okay?
Okay.
AWE.
Okay.
I'll see you there. And you know what? Get on my face. Get on my face. Since you ain't gonna do it, since you ain't gonna show respect to my brother, tell you what. Happy New Year, baby.
Oh, never in your life.
Skull.
Never in your life did you just take my motherfucking shot.
It tastes good too, baby.
Oh, did it? Did
Oh,
it?
it tastes
Did
so
it?
good, baby.
Did it? Did it?
Oh yeah.
Did it?
Yeah. Is this what you want?
Sucker. There's your answer, baby.
Oh, you need a question.
Oh.
You needed to question it all. Just come home, baby. Just come home. Just come home, baby.
Look what you did. Look what you did. Look what you did. Look what you did.
Hell with that shit, bro.
Look what you did. Look what you did. Look what you did. Look what you made me do.
Wait. Hey. Hey. Check this out. Check this out. Look.
No.
No.
Let me hang on. He put me in a wheelchair. Get that wheelchair. Get the wheelchair. You wanted this? This is what you wanted, wasn't it? This is what you wanted. Shit. I tried, man. I tried. I fucking tried. You little shit. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now's it my turn.
You put me in a chair. I'm gonna put you in a chair, you little shit. Now it's your turn. Get it. Get it. Get it. You're gonna come on my show and show me disrespect, you little shit. Oh, hang on. No. Not that one.
What?
Not that one. Take that off. Not that one. No. Get this. No. This one. This one. Since you had to be a part of this, now you're going to be a part of it again. Teach his ass. Teach him all the way. You wanted this. You did this. Hold on. Whoa. No. Oh, no. We're going to make sure we get all of this. Oh, we're going to get all of this. You little shit. You wanted this? You wanted to test me? You chose the wrong side, Tanner. You want to question my loyalty? My loyalty is bulletproof posse, baby. And you're going to learn the same damn way I learned.
Come home, baby. Come home.
Give it to him. Give it to him. Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing. Oh.
Just come home. Come home.
You wanted this. You got it, you little shit.
Come home.
That is just too sweet. You wanted it. You got it. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, look at him. Look at him now. Hi, Mommy. Bye, Mommy. And that is just too sweet.